Alright guys, back for another one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on what you guys want to see or suggestions, anything you guys may help me. You're not going to hurt my feelings, so tell me what you think. I'm going to work a little bit on the Jaws of Life to get them, try to get them started and get set up. I've got a pump coming in for them to get them working. Other than that, I'm just probably going to run a bunch of wire, get it chopped up and boxed up and ready to go. I'm going to run a load probably this week, end of this week sometime, over to the scrap yard. So I'll give you guys a video of what everything weighed out before I go over there, and then what I got paid for all of it. It's going to be quite a bit. I've got quite a bit built up here, so should be a pretty good payday. All right guys, I had this thing in there wrong. This Jaws of Life here is it's metric, so I had to go get some metric bolts this morning. But anyway, if you look up in here, you see that taper in there. That is for this thing here goes up and down. Now, the people who had this before me had it set up the way I'm probably going to set it up, because one, I don't have those parts, so I'm going to have to do it that way. But these here are metric as well, and I'm having a hard time finding those particular fittings. Now, because I have two hoses, I may end up cutting these hoses right here, putting these two hoses in the back of that one, and having someone like Parker clamp on the right fittings that I need to go to my pump, and using half and half for each one with quick disconnects. But it's all work in progress. There's no way I can use any of this. This is all specialty stuff. For these are made in, I don't know, I think Great Britain or something like that. But they're all metric, and this is a special set of hoses that you have to go back to the pump. And I'm going to get rid of all of this so that I can switch it over from basically this point this way will all be metric, this point here back will all be standard American stuff, so it can be universal on any, you know, hydraulic system. But I had this one together wrong. I had it turned around, this turned around in here this way, and it wouldn't go up and down the way it's supposed to. But this will no longer activate or work the way I'm setting mine up, so it doesn't matter. But I do want to put it together the correct way, so I went ahead and took it back apart, and it's the way it's supposed to be now. But I had to go get these bolts from the hardware store, and thank God they had some long enough. This is actually all supposed to go through this handle. I'm going to eliminate this handle. This is all I'm going to have here, is this right here. And this plastic handle, it'll go away. The bolts used to go clear through this, all the way through that, all the way through all this, and into the back of these. But I'm getting away from those because, one, I don't have another one for that one, and two, you don't really need any of this. It's just a handle for you, so it's gonna go bye-bye. Now that should work. Yep. Which it has no pressure because there's no valves in there. But I'm gonna run it off a foot pedal off the pump, so it'll be, each one of these will go their direction and become the dump line on the other direction. So That's how that'll work. I'm back. Let's see this. Some kind of Allen wrench head in there. These things are not light. Come over here where I can see a little better. My gloves. Might have fit. Did. Oops. Don't want to lose any of this. Try to keep it in case I ever want to put it back. I wish I would have bought the Hurst or whatever they are brand that is American made or whatever. I see a lot more of those, because this one, from what I've kind of gathered, they're kind of hard to get parts for. That's good though, because this is a swivel fitting, and actually those fittings right there might just work in that. I don't know, let's see. Grab an adjustable. Yeah, that's what I figured. They weren't real tight. Get my phone out of there so I don't smash it. Okay. That I don't think is going to work over here. Well, maybe. How is that not leaking? Huh. Definitely works over here. I thought they would be O-ring fittings, but maybe they're just machined. Oh, there is an O-ring in there. Okay, those do have an O-ring, but the O-ring is not seating where it needs to seat. It's going to leak. tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these out to machining buddies of mine so I can make these work, because these are metric and they're gonna be hard as hell to find and expensive as hell. This hole is inset. It has a machine surface right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him machine half of this nut down. Well, the depth of that, a little more than that, off of here, so that this shoulder will go into that round hole, and that O-ring will seal against that sealing surface. And then I can use these. That's what I'm going to do here. Then that'll give me the 2 ports that I need there. Get this off of here. I'm going to cut these. I think I'm going to cut these. I'm going to take them with me before I cut anything. But I'm going to cut these and put quick disconnects on here and here and here. These will screw to that, and I'll have quick disconnects on the other 2 hoses so that I can just snap them right to here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I got to machine them down, then that'll work, and then I'll have 4 quick disconnects put on these 2 hoses, which will be 4 hoses. And it should work.